xxxx.
My singing career came about 2 years ago, and I have an older sister named Haley, and she was in a girl group for a while, and I walked in on them rehearsing one day, and she was like singing and dancing, and it looked like so much fun, and I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I want to be a singer, and she's like, okay, and I had always been in choir in school and stuff. And that's how it happened, so I started getting involved in voice classes, and I recorded a song called Why Not, and it got put on the Lizzie McGuire movie soundtrack, and I just loved being in the studio since then. So I started recording my album, and we just kind of put it together, so. How it happened is I got to collaborate a lot with the songs and not really write them, but I got to have a lot of input on what they say and what the message is and how the music sounds. So I got to have a lot of, say in how it sounds or what I'm talking about. So I never really sat down and listened to something unless I got to change it or something like that. So it's cool, and I feel like I relate to all the songs on the album. And it is cool to listen to it and be like, wow, that's my song, I relate to all the songs on the album, and it took us a long time to record it and to actually get it finished because I wanted every song to be perfect and I wanted to relate to all of them, and I wanted other kids to relate to it and feel like, they're not alone. Well, one of the best things about being in the studio is that you can goof off and have a good time, and it's really fun working with different writing and producing teams because you get to meet new people and kind of see their work ethic and how they work. And let's see, what happened? At first, I was really nervous and I was kind of afraid to make mistakes. And then I realized, you're human, you just have to get over it. And that's how it happened. So I just kind of let loose and started having a good time. And that's how I found love with being in the studio, so.
Hi, I'm Scott Spock.
Hi, I'm Lauren Christie.
I'm Graham Edwards, and we are
The Matrix.
As a recording artist, she's very charismatic. She understands what she's singing about. She loves the camera. She's a great performer, and she's got lots of energy.
I think what really helps is the fact that she's an actress, so she really understands what she's saying with the words, and she's trying to convey the story. And then, plus the camera just loves her, I
think it's hard for an actress to cross over into the pop world, but I think she's going to do it very, very well.
Yeah, I think she's going to do really well.
Because she's just such a hard worker. She's one determined lady. She came in and she knew the song. Her timing was perfect. She'd really thought about the lyric, and someone who's got that work ethic, it reminds me of Madonna.
And it was really easy to work with her because, the energy was just positive through the whole day, so.
Metamorphosis can mean many different things, and that my life was changing so much within the last year, and every single day it's just something new, and on to the next, and this, that, and the other. So I just felt like it was a good idea to name the album that. And I also felt like it was a big metamorphosis or change for other people, because I think a lot of people know me as my character that I play on TV, and I wanted them to know more about me. So that's why I named it Metamorphosis. And you listen to it, you never know what's going to happen, but I listened to it and I was like, oh my gosh, I really like this. I was really proud of it. And all my friends liked the album, so that meant a lot to me. I wanted to know what they thought or their views on it, and everybody enjoyed it. So I was very lucky and very thankful. So it was hard because I've been so busy for it to actually sink in, and now that I've had a little bit of time off, I was like, oh my gosh, I was #1. So it was very exciting, but it's still so surreal. I can't believe it. I still can't believe that people want my autograph, or they want to take a picture with me, or they're buying my album, It's very exciting. Not really. I felt a little more confident because, music is a new thing for me. So I was always very confident with acting, and if I messed up, I knew I could pick it up and do it over again. But I was always really shy about singing with my voice and stuff, and I never wanted to make mistakes. But now that I realize that it's okay and you're human and you have to make mistakes, then it was okay. And when the album came out and it did hit #1 on the Billboard charts, it made me feel a little more confident, like, okay, everything's gonna be okay now. I felt like I could breathe because I was a little bit nervous. But other than that, my attitude hasn't changed, I don't think, so. Basically, here, so yesterday is an expression like, it's so done, it's through with, don't think about it, it's so yesterday. And the song is basically talking about a relationship, and it's about a boy and a girl that have broken up, and the girl is singing, it's so yesterday, it's over, it's done with, and she's just a bird that's already flown away. And she talks about how she's going to be okay. And then in the middle, there's kind of a breakdown that says, if you're over me, I'm already over you. If it's all been done, what is left to do? How can you hang up if the line is dead? If you want to walk, I'm a step ahead. So it's pretty much girl empowerment music. And it talks about, it's sending a good message out there to get girls to not feel like they have to have a boyfriend to survive or something, and that it's okay to be alone. I was really happy with the video. I got to work with a really cool director. His name was Chris Applebaum, and he did a lot of Britney Spears videos. And let's see, it was really fun, and the video kind of shows how she has a whole sense of humor about the breakup and how she steals his clothes when he's surfing and puts it on all these different people. And she sends him pictures, and finally at the end, she sends him his shirt back and then she has a shirt, and it's a picture of her, and the shirt says, "You're so yesterday." And it just kind of shows that she's okay with the breakup and that she's doing fine without him. I have a lot of favorite scenes. One of them is when I'm sitting on the couch with my band and we're just kind of hanging out, and that's really fun. And then also I loved getting to do the quick shots with everybody. Like I went around to all these different people on the beach. Some of them were like muscle men, and some of them had tattoos all over them. And one was this really cool girl who looked like 80s punk rock, and she had like this pink Cadillac, and lots of different people, so that was fun. We shot in Venice Beach, California, and so it was a little overcast that day, but it got a little more sunny outside, and let's see what else. And then the other places we were in this studio where they film a lot of videos, where it's just kind of like a beaten up warehouse, so it looked really cool inside. And my friends actually came down to set that day, and they weren't excited about me shooting a video, but Busta Rhymes was next door, and they were really excited about seeing him. There's lots of people that I look up to and that I respect and that I think are really cool. But there's nobody that I want to be like. I kind of want to be like myself, so. Konnichiwa, Japan. I'm Hilary. Thank you so much for the support with the album. It's called Metamorphosis, and it will be there soon. I'm actually coming to Japan soon, so I hope to see you guys. Bye. Basically, I just got finished working on a movie called Material Girls with my sister, Haley, and then we're going to be remaking the song Material Girl by Madonna together, and that's going to be really fun, and we're going to shoot a video. And then a couple days ago, I just started filming Cheaper by the Dozen 2, and today, actually, my movie A Perfect Man came out in America. And so I've been doing like promotion and stuff for that, and a couple of performances, and my single just got released today on the radio. It's called Wake Up, and I'm going to be shooting the video tomorrow and then going back to film Cheaper by the Dozen 2. And I finished my album. That's kind of like, it's not a greatest hits album. It's like a collaboration of some of my favorite songs put together with 3 new songs to kind of like kick off my American tour. But the CD has new music on it, and it's going to be released in Japan first. And then we'll be touring all summer. Then I'm going to take some time off. Not recently. It's been really busy, you know, because there's been so many projects kind of like slammed together, you know, because I want to do movies and I want to sing and I want to kind of do it all, and right now just happens to be like a really stressful, like busy time, so I'm pretty like worn out right now, but I think once I finish Cheaper by the Dozen 2, which I'll finish in like 14 days, I think that it'll be a lot less stressful because I'll be on the road and you get to kind of like sleep all day and play your show at night, and it's a little more relaxed than working all day, you know. So I think I'll have some time off, and then I'm going to take October off because my birthday's in September and I'll be turning 18 and I just want some time to myself. Maybe I'll go vacation. It's good. I actually finished it. It's not like a full college. It's just it's Harvard Online Extension School. So basically, I go on and I picked the class that I wanted to do, and I only chose one because I've been so busy. I haven't had time for, you know, even myself. So the school was kind of hard to do, but I finished it and I graduated, or I finished that semester of the class, and it was an environmental science class, and it's cool because I can go online and watch the lecture that the professor teaches to the school, and you know, there's actually people in the classroom that ask questions and he teaches, and then I do a lecture feedback, and like I did about 4 papers and some just research and tests and stuff like that for the school, and it was really great. I loved it, but it took up a lot of my free time, you know, which is very little to come by, so. No, I could. If I wanted to, I could have done like a full-blown college thing, you know, like taken many different classes and stuff, but I wasn't interested in that, you know. I don't know if I ever want to go to like a 4-year college, you know. I finished high school like a year and a half ago. I finished early because I was homeschooled, and so doing this, it just kind of like keeps my mind learning and, you know, focus on other things besides just my work. Let's see. I haven't been reading too many books lately. I read The Da Vinci Code a couple months ago, and I really liked it. But it was a story that you have to like, you can't like read it over a long amount of time because you forget, you know, because it's very complicated. But it was a really good book. I loved it. And there's lots of new music that I've started listening to that, I don't know, it definitely doesn't influence me. Like, I don't ever want to sound like that, but just that I really, really like. Like I've just gotten into like Morrissey a lot, and like AFI, and The Cure, and you know, Rancid, and like Muse, The Killers, stuff like that. And I'm very impressed by that. I think it's really like really different music, you know, and it's hard. They don't ever play stuff like that on the radio anymore. So getting to even experience it it's cool. I like it a lot. Well, the songs that are on the album are a lot, like I said, you know, songs that I've chosen. Some of them might be remixed, you know, by different DJs or something, just so they sound completely different, you know. And of course I like all of those, but my favorite are the 3 new ones that are on the album. And they were written and produced by Benji and Joel from Good Charlotte, and their producing partner named John Feldman. And they're my favorite just because they cover so much of like emotion, you know. Well, you know, they're friends, close friends of mine, so they wanted, you know, I knew that they were producers, and of course I love their music. I think it's so great, you know, and I've been such a big fan of their music for such a long time. And, you know, they wanted to produce some pop stuff, and they're really great producers, and I think they wanted to work outside of their kind of genre of music, which is like this rock type music. And, you know, they were like, we wrote these songs for you, and if you want them, you know, I wanted to work with them, and I needed songs for my album, and I listened to them. I was like, oh my gosh, these are awesome. I love them. And we went into the studio, and I worked mostly like with the lyrics with Benji, and you know, I would sit there and say like, I don't like this. Let's change this line because I don't really relate to it. And they're so easygoing to work with and so much fun, and just really like nice, funny guys. They actually they wrote the songs, right? And then when I got a hold of them, I kind of went back and like changed things and said, I don't really want the song to be about this. I want it to be about this, but I want the same melody. You know, so I don't know all the technical terms like they do, so I got to go in and just kind of make it my own once they already had like the structure of it. I think I just wanted to show people that I don't want to just be rock or pop rock. You know, like there's so much, like an artist doesn't have to be all the same sound. It doesn't all have to sound the same. And I wanted just to show people that, and I think that, you know, people will realize that in music and stuff, it's been so like hip hop and rap driven, and in the future, I think it's gonna start turning into very pop and very almost like 80s, like Gwen Stefani's. I think her music is very pop right now, you know, and actually it's like pop alternative kind of sounding, and I think that sound is going to come back really fast. And but that's not all, you know. The other song that I did with them is called Beat of My Heart, and it's like a really like drum driven techno kind of song, and the other one's kind of like pop rock punkish. So it's a big variety. Well, I hope they do. You know, we put that in the song just because I live in LA, you know, and we were just talking about all the really busy, energetic, cool, hip, fashion type places are in the world, you know, and kind of the ones that everybody knows of and everybody is interested in and wants to go and has like a certain image of them. And we thought it was a really cool idea for the video to like have flashes of all these places. And I love Tokyo and I love New York and I love London and Paris, and you know, of course I live in LA, so Hollywood and Vine is right where all of the clubs are that we like to go out to, and Tokyo's kind of where it all happens, and everybody has this really trendy, preconceived image of what it's like, you know. So I think we just thought that it'd be cool, all the main cities to put in there. Ooh, a lot of stuff. It depends on my mood. Like sometimes I want to listen to Britney Spears. Sometimes I want to listen to like Game or like Mike Jones, or you know, sometimes I feel like I want to listen to the Foo Fighters or Nine Inch Nails, or it all depends, you know. It really depends on my mood. So I also like Gavin DeGraw. I'm a big fan of Gavin DeGraw. Supergirl is a track that was produced by Cara Diaguati, and she did a lot of other tracks with me. Actually, she wrote, or you know, she helped write "Come Clean" on my first album, and also like she wrote "Little Voice" and a lot of songs that people are very familiar with. And she wrote Supergirl, and I don't know, I liked it. I wanted a different option of sounding it, and this is kind of like a really heavy girl empowered song, and it's really rock, and it's kind of just like an angry chick, you know, like she's just kind of telling it how it is, and she's really out there and secure and comfortable with herself, and just like woman empowering. Beat of My Heart is the one that I said sounded a little like pop techno kind of sounding, and it sounds a little bit like DJ Sammy, and I love DJ Sammy, so I thought it was kind of cool that, you know, we did this track because it's something that's so different for me, and it's really talking about this girl that kind of came out of this like deep dark place because she was, or this is how I take it, you know, is that, you know, she was in this kind of like relationship, and then it was over really fast, and she was kind of depressed and like really sad about it, and really like emotional, and then it comes out in the song that like she's gonna go out and she's gonna like not let people like walk all over her anymore, and you know, she's gonna show this guy that she, you know, she's strong and she's powerful, and that she doesn't really need him, and it's really just like listening to how you feel on the inside and really acting on those emotions, you know. So I think I think once you listen, it's kind of a hard song to explain, but when you hear it, you'll kind of understand and take it for, you know, what it means to you. But I kind of put it with like a relationship and how it ended sadly, and you know, it was the girl that got hurt, and then she comes out and she's like, I'm done with, I'm over being in this place, and you know, my life's kind of different now. We've already put the stage together, you know, and we have the set list down and everything, and now I just have to rehearse a little bit, so I learned my songs again, you know, and the stage show, I think it's just going to be totally different than anything anybody would expect, you know, the way that I look, my wardrobe, from, you know, the songs that we sing, and just the whole stage show in general. You know, the light show is going to be very different and much more complex, and there's going to be some pyro, and I think just cool different elements, you know, to the stage and stuff like that that we didn't exactly have before. I want to be doing the same thing, but one thing that I really am interested in is having like a fashion line, like a very high fashion line. I have a younger fashion line right now that we're working on, and it's you know, it's for younger girls, and it's very affordable for them, and we're kind of remodeling the line a little bit to make it look a little different in exactly how I want it to look. But I think like 5 or 10 years from now, I would love to have like a really expensive high fashion line that I get to have total control of, total fun with, and I think that's what a goal would be. I think I'd like to spend a whole entire day in Harajuku and a whole entire day in Shibuya, and then do all the kind of you know, tourist things that I've never really gotten to do before. The first time I went to Japan, I got to actually I was working at the time, so I got to make like my own crepe and kind of go back there and create whatever I wanted and like put whatever I wanted in it, and they put it on the menu for like a week or something, and I got to name it and everything. But when I was there, around the same area, there was like, we walked a little off, and there was a big market going on, and then a temple. It was a temple, and I got to see the end of like a very traditional Japanese wedding, and I thought that was so cool to see that. You know, it's so different from our traditions here in America, and kind of the I don't know if it's superstition or good luck or whatever it is, but like I drew this stick out of all these bottles, and you know, it has a number on it, and then he read me what it meant, and kind of just things for the future in my life. And I think stuff like that is really fun and cool and interesting, and I like to go. I don't know too much about it, but you know, I know that I'd like to go and learn more about like the culture and the traditions, and just see different places that I haven't gotten the opportunity to do, well, since I've been there, and eat. I think I'm pretty picky when it comes to guys. I'm really independent. Like, I don't mind being alone. If I didn't have a boyfriend, I think I would still be happy and still be fine. You know, I really like that about myself. But I guess I just like someone that is really funny and doesn't take things too seriously, and understands me and knows everything about me and accepts that, and vice versa. And you know, someone that's motivated and close with their family, and has dark hair. Konnichiwa, it's me, Hilary, and I think I'm going to be coming back to Japan in November, and if not soon after that, and I can't wait to get back. And I talk about Japan all the time and told my friends everything about it, and I'm trying to learn a little bit of Japanese so I can speak to some of you next time I come over there. And I hope you enjoy my album, and whatever upcoming projects that you guys are seeing over there, I hope you really enjoy them, and I can't wait to get back and do some more shows for you guys. And I will see you soon. Arigato. Tokyo Ichiban.